RevShareChampion.com family. It's your buddy Brian. Let me click these people off real quick. It's your buddy Brian, and today is an exciting day because we're going to talk about goals and how to reach your goals. I've got my notes. Get your pen and paper ready. Hit pause and come back to this. Now let's get started. How to set goals and how to reach them. Well, first, many people believe there is no reason setting goals because they think over time nothing good is going to happen to them. Have you set any goals for yourself? Do you have goals in your life? You think of that. I'm here to tell you goals do work. Now, there's basically a few reasons people don't set goals. And one reason is fear. False evidence appearing real. People telling you you can't do that. How many times have you heard you cannot do that? You know, when I was 17 years old, I wasn't 150 pounds soaking wet. But my dream was becoming a professional wrestler. And at the age of 17, I got on a Greyhound bus, went to Knoxville, Tennessee, and went to one half of the Rock and Roll Express, Robert Gibson's wrestling school. And I become a professional wrestler. People looked at me to laugh. They called me all absurd names. I can't do that, but I did it. I got to wrestle guys from WWE, WWF. I'll name a few. Greg the Hammer Valentine. I got to tag and wrestle against the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson, Demolition, the Hands of Stone, Ronnie Garvin. Just to name it, you know, if you don't know who I'm talking about, you can look it up. But what I'm saying is I had a goal, and I reached it. I did what I wanted to do, and people told me I couldn't do it. False evidence appearing real. Another one is they have poor self-image of themselves. You might think you're too big, or you're overweight, or you might think you're ugly, or you might think nobody's going to listen to me. You have a poor self-image of yourself. They cannot imagine in their wildest dreams seeing themselves successful, being successful. You gotta have goals. Once you have your goals, you set them, you find out how to reach your goals, it is all change for you. Now I'm gonna start you off on, start off small. 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. Start off with small steps, baby steps. Let me give you some examples of people not setting goals. Too many Americans spend more time planning a wedding than they do setting goals and planning their marriage. Let me say that again. Too many Americans spend more time planning their wedding than they do setting their goals and planning their marriage. Am I right? Of course I am. Too many Americans spend their time on how to get the job instead of themselves trying to find out how to be more productive and successful on that job. You got to have goals. You know, JCPenney CEO once said, "You give me a stock clerk that has goals, and I'll show you a stock clerk that is about to make history." You show me a stock clerk without goals, and I'll just show you a stock clerk. Now, when you discipline yourself to do the things you ought to do when you ought to do them, the day will come when you can do the things you want to do when you want to do them. Let me repeat that one more time. when you discipline yourself to do the things you ought to do when you ought to do them, the day will come when you can do the things you want to do when you want to do them. When you learn how to set one goal, you will learn how to set all goals. Start small and build. Alright, let's start small and let's start setting goals right now. If you never made a penny online, start off with making your first goal, making your first $1,000 online. Alright, well, I can write that down, but that's not giving me a roadmap of how to get there. You got to find out what's between you and the goal you want to reach. Let me give you an example. Well, if one of your goals is to make $1,000 online, well, what's stopping you from making that $1,000? Let's find out, how can we make that $1,000? What's stopping me, and what do I need to do to get there? Well, one of my things is making videos. I make a video a day. I tell about my success, about I update every day I'm in ref shares of how much I've made between the last 24 hours. I make these videos short and sweet. You can make them, a minute, 2 minutes? That's fine. It's daily videos. And people are going to catch on. They're going to see, hey, I know that guy. That guy, he's making, hey, I made $5 today. Next day I made $7. Third day, hey, I made 8, 9, 10, 20 on up. Hey, get to day 30, I made over $100. Hey, day 60, I made $300-400. And you'll start to say, I'll tell you right now, when you make your videos and you start from day 1 to day 30, on day 30, I promise you're going to be better than you was on day 1. Alright. Goal number 2. I need to lose weight. Hey, I'm going to lose 20 pounds in 2 months. Well, what am I going to do? What is stopping me from losing 20 pounds? And how can I reach that within my goal period? Short term, 20 pounds, 2 months, 3 months. What am I going to do? I'm going to exercise more. And I'm going to eat healthier. Do you see what I'm saying? Once you set your goal, you got to find out what's keeping you from reaching that goal. Set your roadmap out of how to reach that goal and go do it. It's that simple. I hope this video has helped you today. RefShareChampion.com family. Any questions, just send me a message over. I'll be glad to answer. Alright guys, this is goals, how to set them and how to reach them. I keep it short and sweet, simple. I don't try to make it too overly complicated. So, and let me tell you one more thing. What I've done is I've listened to motivational tapes. Zig Ziglar is who I got this from. I listened to an hour-long segment on goals, how to reach them. I wrote a few things down, and that's what you can do. Find somebody who motivates you. Zig Ziglar, Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn. They're all on YouTube. Listen to it. Write out your notes. Make a recording on it. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing stuff that's helping me reach my goal. Do the things. Set your roadmap out of what's going to help you reach your goal. Alright guys, it's Brian. Until next time, I'll see you at RefShareChampion.com.